My name is Lori Mangum. I'm the content director at YesLouisville.com. I'm documenting my health journey to go skydiving. I'm not on a mission to make my body fit into anyone else's mold. I love my curves, but I do need to tame them a bit so that I can be a better me. Follow along at YesLouisville.com.
Hey, so Derby is over and my voice is a little bit struggling. I finally got home last night and settled in and started laundry and cleaning and all of that stuff to recover, and I was thinking about just how great of a week it was. And I love Derby, and so I go all in. I do everything that I can. I had some really amazing opportunities this year, and I took every single one of them. And because I took every single one of them, this is a once a year thing, and a lot of them are things that I don't think I'll ever get a chance to do again. Like sew a rose on the garland that gets given to the Derby winning horse. And even though we all have feelings about whether the horse that got it should have gotten it or not, that's a whole thing. It was still really cool to know that Derby 145 garland has a rose on it from me. And I took that opportunity, and that meant not making it to milestone that night. I actually didn't make it to the real gym any night this week. Now, I did a ton of walking. I was on my feet all day, every day. I had Kentucky Derby Festival events every night and was out walking and running from place to place and, just capturing as much as I could for Yes Louisville, and also just for me too. But I don't feel bad about it. I did for like 5 minutes, and then I sat down and I thought to myself, what's the point of punishing yourself for not getting to a place that you're going to keep going to many times a week for the rest of the year, when you chose to do things that only come around once a year, and some of these probably once in a lifetime. So I think that this week for me, it was about just letting go of like dumb guilt and like self-shaming about this process. This morning I got up after I was thinking about this, and I weighed myself. I have a scale in my bedroom. It's tucked into the corner so it doesn't like stare at me all the time. And I'm not married to numbers, and I'm not freaking out about having to lose a certain amount per week to stay on track or anything like that. I know what my big picture goal is, and I'm trying to make like small habit changes that will get me there big picture, and then let me stay there big picture. So I got on the scale this morning, totally prepared, like shaming myself in my head, totally prepared to be like, and now you're gonna have to make up for it. And I stepped on the scale, and now I'm down a total of 5 pounds. So that means I've lost more in the last week with alternate kinds of activities, being on the move a lot, drinking a ton of water, nibbling kind of throughout the day. I didn't have any major like crazy, huge meals except for Oaks Day. And so other than that, like making the choice to do the things that were important to me that are going to be the memories actually paid off. And so I'm not saying I'm going to neglect going and just keep on trying to wing it like that, but I am saying that what I did was okay for me, and I should not have started shaming myself in the aftermath, and I should not have gone into that mental headspace of like, well, you did it again, and now you broke the streak, and now you're off track, because that's not the case. I had a kick-ass Derby week. I had a kick-ass Derby month, but this week was freaking amazing, and I don't regret a second that I spent with my friends or with my family at any one of the number of incredible KDF events around the city, or 3 days in a row at Churchill. We rocked Derby, we rocked Oaks, we rocked Oaks hard. It was great, top shelf Oaks Day. Thank you, Jacob. And then Derby we did on the backside with family, and we got really wet there at the end, but it was so worth it. We met the superintendent of Churchill Downs track and backside, who had been in that position for over 30 years and just retired a couple of years ago. I got to hear his story about like growing up at the track and that being his first real job after the Army, and then just raising a family while being promoted through Churchill, and then retiring the top guy who manages the facility of the track. We're going to do his story on Yes Louisville because it's a crazy, awesome human interest story. So keep a lookout for that. And all that stuff couldn't have happened if I was denying these opportunities to check off something at the gym. So I missed it. I'm ready to get back. I'm going tonight, but it's what it needed to be. And I'm pretty sure that Taylor and Johanna and Spencer and everybody there would agree that these kinds of things are they're opportunities you have to take. And then, you know, if it didn't go well, if you do have something to make up, then you'll get there, kind of thing. Because it's about the long term. To, you know, exhaust a cliche, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that's good. So happy post Derby. I hope everybody's recovering okay, and I'll see you next week.